everyone, and welcome back. Today's video is so exciting. Not only am I sharing my absolute favorite dessert recipe for the holidays, but it is part of an open collab that Mandy from Mandy in the Making was hosting. And for anyone that's new, hi, I'm Danielle. Thank you so much for joining me on today's video. Please come say hey down in the comments and let me know where you're from and what your favorite holiday dessert is. If you guys have not heard of Mandy, you guys absolutely need to go check out her channel. I love her channel. She makes all kinds of what's for dinner videos, so when I'm stuck in a rut, she is my go-to girl. I will also have the link to the holiday dessert playlist down below in my description box. So please, when you're done with my video, go check out all the other amazing dessert recipes. When I heard she was doing an open collaboration, I had to share this dessert recipe. Today I am going to be sharing a no-bake candy cane pie. You guys, this dessert was my favorite when I was little. My grandma used to have these around Christmas. She bought not one, but two and sometimes three. Now I say bought because my school, or I should say my grade school when I was little, had something called a market day where you could order food from. So that is where she got them from. But today, I'm going to be sharing a homemade version. Thanks to Pinterest, I was able to recreate. Now when I say she bought one, two, and sometimes three pies, you guys, this recipe, I'm telling you, is a big hit. Everyone in our family devoured these first before any other dessert. And I wanted to put a few little disclaimers in there. If you hear my voice sounding kind of funny, it's because I'm coming down with a cold, unfortunately. But that's okay, we're still gonna have a great time making this dessert. I also wanted to mention, if you wanted to make this dessert a little bit healthier, you could use sugar-free and light options. And if you wanted to make this dessert ahead of time, you absolutely can. The only thing that I would not make ahead of time is the whipped topping on top. So basically like a whipped cream on top. That I would make the day of. So without any more talking, let's get on into making this perfect holiday dessert. So here are all the ingredients you're gonna need for this no-bake candy cane pie. So over here, we're gonna start with this. This is not mandatory, but I'm telling you, it gives it the most amazing flavor. This is the Coffee Mate Peppermint Mocha Creamer. If you didn't wanna use this, you can go ahead and use extra milk as a substitution. And then some heavy whipping cream, some vanilla and peppermint extract, powdered sugar, and an 8-ounce container of Cool Whip. I chose the extra creamy, but you can choose whatever you prefer. A packet of gelatin, 1 box of instant chocolate pudding in the 3.9 ounce, 1 8-ounce block of softened cream cheese, 1 chocolate pie crust, and then the recipe calls for Nestle brand red and green chocolate chips. I looked everywhere for them and I could not find them. I tried 4 different stores. So I don't know if they're not out yet or if maybe Nestle does not make them anymore. So if you can find them in your area, please go ahead and use them because it makes your candy cane pie extra festive. So instead, I'm going to be using some of the semi-sweet mini chocolate chips and some of the Ghirardelli peppermint chunks. Also not pictured, you're going to need some milk and some water. And to garnish your pie and to make it super festive and pretty, we are going to be using some mini candy canes, but I'm also going to be taking some of these and crushing them up into a bag. So the first thing you're going to want to do is unpackage your chocolate crust. And once you take out the plastic, you're just going to go ahead and fold the foil right back in place. Okay, then set this off to the side for a moment. And then in a medium bowl, you are going to be mixing together the Jell-O pudding mix, milk, and your creamer, or like I mentioned earlier, if you didn't want to use the creamer, just add more milk. Okay, once you have the pudding, the milk, and your creamer in the bowl, you're gonna go ahead and whisk it or mix it up with a fork for 2 minutes. So it's been about 2 minutes, and now I'm gonna put it in the refrigerator to set up for about 5 minutes. So while the pudding is setting in the refrigerator, I'm just gonna go ahead and unwrap a few of these, and then I'm going to put them into a bag and crush them up. You want to make sure that the pieces are not too big so they don't break anybody's teeth. Okay, so now that our pudding is all set up, we are going to take 1.5 cups and put it into the bottom of our chocolate pie crust. Okay, and you can save the rest for your children to eat. And now I am going to spread this out and stick it in the freezer for 2 hours. So the pudding is almost set up, and before that's done, we're gonna go ahead and start mixing our cream cheese mixture together. So I have my KitchenAid mixer here, and I'm going to add the whisk attachment right in here. So in this bowl, we're gonna cream together the cream cheese and the powdered sugar. Make sure, if you're like me, to get powdered sugar everywhere, because that's what's happening. Alright, so here's my first cup, and then I'm going to do 1/4 cup. And continuing to make a mess, because, you know, that's okay with baking, right? And now we are going to turn the mixer on and cream them together really well before we go ahead and add the vanilla extract and the peppermint extract. That looks pretty good, and now I'm gonna go ahead and add 1/2 teaspoon of peppermint extract and 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Then you're going to give that a good whisk as well. Great, so now I'm just going to scrape down the sides in here and just make sure everything is incorporated really well. Looks pretty good. Give it one more quick little mix here. We are going to add an entire 8-ounce container of Cool Whip. You're just going to go ahead and fold it in, not use your KitchenAid mixer. I am so excited for this dessert, you guys. You have no idea. My grandmother is no longer with us, unfortunately, so baking and making this dessert brings back so many memories. I miss her so much. I wish my kids could meet her. She'd just love on them. Alright, and at this point, once everything is folded in, I'm going to add the mini chocolate chips and some of the peppermint chunk chips. Okay, and like I mentioned earlier, I could not find the red and green chocolate chips, which I'm super sad about, but these are gonna work just fine. They're still gonna be super festive. I'm hoping that the peppermint chips will give it a pop of red color. We will see. So, if I had the red and green chocolate chip, you would add 3/4 cup of those. But like I said, I don't have those, so we're gonna do, let's do 1/4 cup of minis. Okay. And let's do, maybe, let's see, I don't know, they're kind of big. So, okay, I'll show you guys what they look like. Ooh, they smell good too. Okay, they're kind of big. They're like these little, it almost looks like Trident gum, but they're just like little peppermint rectangles. So I'm gonna do 2/4 cups. Why not? It's not as much red as I was hoping for, but you know what? It's still gonna be good, guys. All right, so then we're gonna go ahead and fold those in as well. So now I'm gonna add this mixture to our pudding mixture and chocolate crust. Here we go, it's from the freezer. Nice and frozen. I feel like it's gonna overflow. I don't know, we'll have to see. It's gonna be good. Might have a little extra, but that's okay. Oh my gosh, you guys. I'm so excited. I know you can't see my face, but let me tell you. Smush it down. Alright, so I just went around the edges and smoothed them out a little bit. I will show you here in a second. Sorry about the lighting, guys. I'm in my kitchen. Okay, that is a lot of filling, but you guys, this is how I remember it when I was little. And then we're gonna put this back into the freezer for 1 hour. So the next step we're gonna be doing is adding 4 teaspoons of cold water into the bowl, and then I'm gonna add 1 teaspoon of unflavored gelatin. And then I'm gonna let this sit for about 5 minutes. And while this is sitting, we're gonna go ahead and make the whipped cream topping. Now, a tip that I have for you, if you guys have a KitchenAid mixer that has like a metal bowl, is to go ahead and put it in the freezer or stick it outside. I live in Wisconsin, so that's a natural freezer for me. Okay, so my stainless steel bowl, not metal, like I said earlier, stainless steel bowl, I had outside, so now it's nice and cold. And what this is gonna do is help your heavy whipping cream turn into whipped cream. All right, and you're gonna use the same whisk attachment as before. So we're gonna put that in there. And if you guys hear any noise in the background, it is because my children are in the living room and I put Frosty the Snowman on for them to keep them occupied. So in here you are going to add 1 cup of your heavy whipped cream. A 1/4 cup of powdered sugar. And 1 teaspoon of vanilla. And you're gonna go ahead and turn your mixer on to about medium. Okay, so this is starting to form into whipped cream. So now I'm going to slowly add in my gelatin mixture, and then I'm gonna beat on high for 2 minutes until stiff peaks form. Okay, I hope you guys can see this, but see how it's super like firm and it's not gonna fall off like at all. You really want like this consistency so that it's easy to pipe on top of the pie. So here's our pie from the freezer. I'm just gonna set it over here to the side. And then we are gonna take our homemade whipped cream and we are going to put it into a Wilton like piping bag with a 2D star tip on the end. Now, I have a tip for you. Get yourself a cup of any kind, and then you're gonna put this side down, and then kind of scrunch it down in here, and you're gonna fold it over the cup so that it makes it easier to scoop your whipped cream mixture into here. Slowly pull it up so that it can start falling towards the bottom here. And just kind of give it a shake. Now don't judge because I have never used one of these before, but I've watched YouTube videos, so we'll see how this goes. So I still have some in this bowl. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna attempt to pipe stars all over the top of this. Okay, hopefully this goes well, guys. I have no idea what I'm doing. Oh, it's so cute. It's going really well. I hope you guys can see this. It's not going to be perfect, but it's homemade, so I guess that's all that matters. Okay, I did not finish all of it yet, but I'm hoping I can show you guys. I did the edges. Oh, not bad for my first time, guys. Okay, so now I'm just gonna go ahead and speed it up and then do the top. I didn't even need all the whipped cream. Here you guys go.
Oh yeah, bye. Whipped cream!
Okay, guys. How does it look? Let me know down in the comments what you guys think. Now for the best part, we are going to decorate the top. To make it even more festive, I'm going to add these little Christmas sprinkles. Alright guys, so here it is. Let me know what you guys think of how I decorated it and my first time using the piping bag. So that is it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did filming it for you. And a huge thank you to Mandy for hosting this open collab. I had so much fun. If you guys enjoyed today's video, please don't forget to hit that like button and consider subscribing. I would love for you to join my growing YouTube family. Until next video, guys, have a great day. Bye.